Dallas 911 Grand, what's your emergency?
Scenes of horror.
I don't think we were expecting what we found.
Played out in blood-curdling phone calls.
Something happened in here. Our room is tore up.
Okay, ma'am, I'm sending police. I need everybody back outside.
Recordings of terror that would rip a family's heart out and turn an entire city upside down.
Oh my God.
What is it?
What did you see?
Miss Cook. Miss Cook. Miss Cook.
Deanna Cook, stunning, vibrant, athletic. Since an early age, Deanna was always running.
She loved to run, and I used to tell her all the time, you get upset, just run. When things don't go your way, just run.
And she broke records.
Broke records in the 200-yard dash. When she was in the 7th grade, she broke a record.
Not just a star on the track, Deanna was the constant center of attention in her tight-knit family in Dallas, Texas.
When she came in, she was going to be the star of the show. She was just a really fun person. She was always on like 10.
But the brassy beauty had a gentle side too.
I love it.
With her love for animals.
Come here. Come here.
And especially her 2 young daughters.
She loved them girls. She loved them. She would do anything for them.
Deanna raised her girls on this middle-class street in South Dallas. It's a neighborhood I know very well.
I grew up just blocks away from Lincoln High, and you've been to the house where I grew up,
Yes.
to the very house where I grew up as a child. Now, we know that's a rough part of town.
Yes.
But where your daughter was living, that was a nice area.
That's why she moved there, because it was a nice area.
But I can tell you firsthand, the dangers of this area were never far away. Dangers Deanna could never run from. So when Deanna suddenly goes off the radar, her mom, Vicki Cook, knows something isn't right.
August the 17th was a Friday. She usually called me around 10 or 11 every day when she'd be driving for her job. And this particular day, she didn't call.
By Sunday morning, no one in the family has heard from Deanna.
I said, that's not like Deanna. I said, and she haven't called me. I said, so can y'all please help me try to find Deanna?
After church, Vicki enlists Deanna's daughters, who'd been staying with Vicki and Deanna's sister Carlitha, to check on her.
We knew something was wrong, but I don't think we were expecting what we found.
At first, there's no clue that something's amiss. Deanna's house is quiet, but there's no sign of Deanna.
We kind of tried to peep in windows, tried to knock on the front door, knock on windows, couldn't get in, couldn't see in. The blinds were kind of like frayed a little bit, but we couldn't see anything.
But then something odd, a river of water gushing from the garage out to the gutter. Deanna's mom, Vicki, reaches out to authorities for help.
Dallas 911 Grand, what's your emergency?
I called 911 and I told them I needed someone to come because I hadn't heard from her in 3 days. And the dogs was barking and nobody's coming to the door, and I needed the police to come.
But the operator insists that police are a last resort.
Have you called all the jails and hospitals?
I know I have not. Ma'am, can you just send the police over here?
No, ma'am, you have to do this first.
I kept telling her, I don't know what you're talking about. I need someone to come here now.
That's when I said, hang up that phone, Mom. I'm about to break down the door. And so I just turned around and kicked the door. And on the third kick, it flew open.
Inside, an odor so overwhelming and ghastly, Carlitha retches and covers her nose.
Did you know what that was? No, I've never smelled death before.
The house was like clean, but it was water everywhere. And I was yelling, what's going on? What's going on?
Vicki, Carlitha, and Deanna's daughters follow the stream flowing from the back of the house.
Her door to her bedroom was like closed. So I took my fingers and I like pushed it.
And it fell off the hinges. And then that's when we saw the bedroom.
Deanna's room is trashed, the scene of a brutal fight.
Her table in her room was flipped over. Her jewelry was everywhere, like stuff was just a mess.
Was bombarded. That's what it looked like.
Something happened in here. Her room is tore up.
Okay, ma'am, I'm sending police. I need everybody back outside.
But inside the attached bathroom, something worse, something truly horrible and haunting.
Okay.
Oh my God.
What is it? Miss Cook, did you find her? Miss Cook? Miss Cook? Miss Cook?
Vicky can't answer. What she sees leaves her sickened beyond words.
And I walked in the bathroom and I pushed the door open and I seen her in the water and I screamed. And it was.
Who did you see?
I saw Deanna in that water. Oh, God.
Through her tears, Vicky has an uncontrollable surge of rage.
I just started screaming, he did it. He said he was gonna do it, and he did it. He did it.
You had no question of who did this?
No question at all. But I had strength from God to keep me from doing what I wanted to do.
What was that?
Go killing myself. I told her to leave him alone. I said, he's serious. He's gonna do